PEPCAST Advisor Series, Episode 4, How Advisors Use PEPs to Increase Profit Margins. Hi, everyone. Welcome to PEPCAST, our audio series designed to get you plugged into everything you need to know about pooled retirement plan solutions. I'm Amy Furness, Director of Marketing Strategy at Ascensus, and I'm here with my co-host, Dale Essenmacher. Dale is a Vice President and Pooled Plan Specialist with Ascensus, and he's been focusing on pooled plan solutions for more than a decade. Great to be here with you, Dale.
Great to be back with you, Amy.
Okay, so in our initial PEPcast, we talked about PEPs from an employer standpoint, and we walked through some of the common misperceptions in the marketplace. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to those, Dale provided really great insights, and you can find all of the episodes on our PEP webpage. But we also get a lot of questions from advisors about PEPs and how they can fit into their business models. So Dale, today, let's tackle that topic head on for advisors and share some information about how they can use PEPs to increase their profit margins. And when it comes right down to it, that's really the million-dollar question, right?
It is. The industry's really gravitating towards these pooled employer plan solutions. Advisors are really coming up to speed and interested in it. And really it comes down to is increasing their efficiencies, which then increases their profit margins. Our industry, unfortunately, for the last 5, 10, maybe even 15 years, has just driven down the fees that advisors and even record keepers can charge clients. And what it's really done has been a big race to bottom, right? Race to zero. And really the advisors, especially in that smaller market, cannot charge enough to make money like they used to in that retirement plan. So you can't raise fees because it wouldn't be competitive. The only way to combat this margin pressure is to lower your costs. PEPs have been a great way, and probably the only way that I've seen in the last 10 or 15 years to really reduce the cost structure that you have as an advisor, make your practice more efficient, increase your profit margins. So it just allows them a more efficient way to approach the market.
Wow, that makes total sense. And really, there are a few ways advisors can go. Can you talk a little bit more just about their options with Ascensus, where we have a bundled PEP solution, the Secure Retirement PEP, as well as the ability to create their own advisor-managed PEP?
Certainly. So there's 2 avenues we go down at Ascensus in the pooled plan space. The first is our national PEP, now called the Ascensus Secured Retirement Pooled Employer Plan. That is a fully bundled PEP solution from us acting as the PPP, the record keeper, the administrator, the 316, trustee, custodian. And in that solution, we also offer our 338 investment menu. The advisor uses this to, again, create a very efficient solution, helps their business practice because it's a ready-made product for them. I kind of joke with my advisors and say it's sort of like instant pancake mix. You just add water. That's what this is. You just add water, right? So the advisor can still be the enroller, can still be the education specialist, can still assist the plan with their plan design and consultant. In a partner PEP, which is the sort of the other flavor of PEP that we offer here at Ascensus, the partner acts as the 338. So everything's exactly like the national PEP that I just discussed, except in this case, the partner acts as the 338. So still very efficient, still a great solution for adopting employers, and a nice, efficient way for an advisor to run their practice in this market.
Okay, Dale. So to really drive the point home, I'm wondering if you can share any examples or stories from your time working with advisors. So for our audience, I know you work with a lot of advisors out there. What is it about PEPs that's drawing so much interest?
Yeah, I have dozens of stories. Let me just hone in on one. So there's an advisor group that we stood up a partner PEP with, and really the discussion surrounded, they had a couple hundred plans, and they had about 35, 40 plans or so that were under $3 million. And they just said, that when we met with them, they said, Dale, I just can't make money on these plans. It just costs me too much. I have 40 plans under $3 million with 15 different providers with a bunch of different investment lineups. So every quarter when I have to do all my investment reviews, I have to go out to every single client. I have to pick which investment policy statement, which investments I have based on the provider might have proprietary requirements. It's just a mess. It creates a lot of time. Beyond that, I have to learn 15 different record keeping systems. I have different service people. So to create a nice solution, I can build a PEP, which is what they did. I could put all of my small plans in, and then eventually they started putting their larger plans in, and we'll talk about that later, large plan filers. But I put my smaller plans all in the PEP, and now I have a single relationship manager. I have a single investment lineup. So I have all my clients call into a webinar once a quarter. I do my investment review, send out my reports, and I'm done. So I've cut my work down by 80, 90% with putting my smaller clients into a pooled plan solution.
That's a great example, Dale. This was really informative. Thank you as always. Let's end today by telling our audience where they can go if they have any questions or who they can talk to for more information about PEPs.
Absolutely. So go to the Ascensus.com website, and under the retirement tab, you will see our PEP MEP landing page. There's a plethora of resources out there, including videos and marketing pieces, and our first podcast series, as well as this podcast series, will be out on that page. So please visit that page. But as always, you can contact the sales team at Ascensus or reach out to me as your pool plan specialist. More than happy to further the conversation.
All right, that does it for another PEPCAST. On behalf of my co-host Dale, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you next time.